Today's story is about a young spider who spun the most breathtaking web the forest had ever seen, and the ancient raven who saved her by destroying it. Deep in the heart of the forest lived a young spider named Ara. Where other spiders wove simple webs in a few hours, Ara wove like a master painter, with precision, with intention, and with something dangerously close to obsession. She chose the highest branch of the ancient peepal tree, the one place where morning light turned silk into gold. And she began. For 6 full days and nights, Ara did not eat. She did not rest. She spoke to no one. If a single strand was even slightly off-center, she tore it apart and started again from scratch. On the 7th morning, she spun the final strand and stepped back. It was extraordinary. Every strand perfectly placed, every spiral mathematically precise. The web wasn't just beautiful, it was her world. Ara pressed herself against the branch and thought, "This must never be touched. This must last forever." Cole was the oldest raven in the forest. He had seen more seasons than any creature could count. He spoke rarely, but when he did, the entire forest listened. That morning, Cole landed beside the web. Ara panicked.
"Cole, please, I spent 7 days building this. Please don't land here."
Cole said nothing. He studied the web, from one edge to the other. And then, with one deliberate sweep of his wing, he tore it. The silk split. The dewdrops scattered. The rainbows disappeared. 7 days of perfect work collapsed into broken thread. Ara screamed.
"Why? Every strand was perfect. The most beautiful thing in this forest, and you destroyed it."
Cole looked at her calmly, then spoke. "Ara, I did not destroy your web. I destroyed your cage. You did not build that web out of love. You built it out of fear. Fear that if something beautiful ended, it was never worth creating. So you tried to build something permanent in a world where nothing permanent exists. You stopped eating. You stopped seeing the forest. You stopped feeling the morning. You loved the results so much that you forgot what you are. You are a spider, and a spider's power is not in any single web. It is in the ability to spin. Every web you build will eventually be torn by wind, by rain, by time. This is not tragedy. This is the law. If your peace lives inside the web, you will spend your life in grief. But if your peace lives inside you, nothing can ever take it. The web was never the masterpiece, Ara. You are." Ara sat on the bare branch. For a long time, she waited for the grief to finish moving through her. Then, something loosened in her chest. Something tight and iron-hard that had lived there for years slowly released. She took a breath, so deep it surprised her. She looked at the forest, really looked, for the first time in 7 days. Light filtering through leaves, a beetle crawling across the bark, 2 birds chasing each other through the canopy above. The next morning, Ara returned to the same branch, where morning light turned silk into gold. She chose her anchor point, and she began to spin. But this time, she hummed while she worked. She paused to watch a dragonfly. She let one strand sit slightly off-center and decided it was beautiful anyway. The web she built that morning was not perfect. It was alive. When wind tore through the canopy that afternoon and ripped 3 sections apart, Ara watched it happen. She felt the sting. Then she felt it pass. Then she began to repair, humming quietly, unbothered and whole. Sometimes healing isn't becoming who you were before. Sometimes it's learning to build again, without fear, without perfection, and with joy. And if you enjoy meaningful stories that reveal hidden truths about life, relationships, and human nature, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. We'll be back soon with another story. Until then, take care.